Hello, David.
Hello, I'm David Ferguson. I'm Head of Digital Innovation at EDF China.
I know that EDF is working on corporate innovation. How do you do that globally?
So the first is we have a very big research and development team, and they work mainly on the new technologies and new applications of those technologies.
So other than the internal digital transformation, do you guys work with technology startups?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the most important things we've learned is that even with 2,000 experts inside the business, there's a lot more innovation that can come from outside.
And you guys also work with local Chinese startups, right?
Mm.
What makes China interesting to you guys?
Well, that's a different question. So what makes China interesting? Well, China is the second biggest economy in the world. It's gone from being unfairly maybe labelled a copycat, so taking technology and ideas from the West and deploying them here, but now it's a real source of innovation and new ideas, and the crazy things happening in China are really inspiring. So we wanted to work with the Chinese innovation scene and with startups to really tap into that innovation that's happening here.
So what are the focus areas now in China?
We just launched a startup campaign. Our aim was to find 3 startups that we could work with here in China. Because the focus was on working with them, they were a little bit more mature, successful companies, maybe 100 people, sort of B stage funding.
So what would EDF offer to the startups?
That is a good question, because it's really important. We often have a lot of experts in our field. We have customers, so we can deploy products and services and sell those to our customers. And particularly in the area of AI and digital, we have data, and you need that technology and the data to go together. So we identified a company that they produce batteries for your home, but they also put electricity back into the electricity system. We kind of refined their product a little bit, found a way to sell it into the market in the UK. And I think that's the important part, is we understand the market really, really well, make it fit the market better. Here in China, actually, we have built a partnership with a company called Yuanshuan. They offer high performance computing in the cloud. Within EDF, we developed a lot of software codes that are used for modeling and simulation. And so we worked with this company to deploy our software code onto their platform in the cloud. So it's a combination of the Chinese tech, Chinese market, and EDF intellectual property, putting those together to make a new business.
How could they partner with leading corporates like you guys?
There are lots of ways that startups can work with corporates. Corporates tend to be very slow and risk averse. So firstly, I think both sides need to understand the concerns or the constraints of the other side. Corporates love a proof of concept. So that is, how can we quickly test whether your product or service or concept will work in our market? Technical experience from the corporate with the innovation and different ways of working of the startup, and build something new together. That's the sweet spot. That's what you really want to do, because it is fun and I think it brings greater value to both sides.
Could you give our startups some suggestions?
You want to look at what are you really good at. Do a little bit of research before you talk to them, understand their market, understand some of the big trends that are pressing on that corporate. Be very clear and precise about what you think you should do together. Corporates love to be able to just say, that sounds good, I'll sign up to that, and off we go. So if you can offer a very tangible and concrete proposal for something to do together, that's fantastic.
What do you observe from the Chinese technology development and innovation?
All these amazing graduates coming out of university with strong technical skills, the startup way of working. There are a lot of people coming back to China who've worked in the American tech firms, so they've adopted some of their practices, plus a huge market and huge ambition. There are a number of areas where China is really advanced now, like quantum computing, AI techniques. China is the world leader, blockchain, 5G, massive. But all those interesting use cases and applications for 5G, we can discover them here and share them early to our colleagues in France.
For those companies who want to enter the China market, what do you think they should pay attention to?
Culture is different, so you need to deeply understand the Chinese culture in order to succeed there. It's a big market, but it's hard.
But do you think there's still a way?
I think it's through partnerships. So that's our approach, is we work a lot with, we develop joint ventures and things like that. So we have our technical experience combined with local knowledge, local partners.
Makes sense. Thank you for
You
sharing
are
with us.
welcome.